What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been so long since I made a video. I think it's honestly been the entire length of this lockdown, but we're here, we're alive, I'm back, I'm ready to make some more videos for you guys, and I promise I'll stay around for a bit longer than I did last time. Now, the channel's grown a bit since I was last here, you know, we're on 500 subs now, so let's get a round of applause for that. That's pretty good, I'm pretty happy with that, and I've kind of been silently watching this channel grow in the background whilst I've been doing lots of other things in my own personal life, whilst also contracting COVID-19, which was really fun. But we're all good, we're okay, we're healthy, and I hope everyone that's watching this video is safe and healthy and all their family are well, because these times are hard and stressful for a lot of people. Okay, so this video today is gonna kind of give you a little bit of an overview on what's been going on over the past 6 months, what I've been doing, where I've been hiding. So as you can probably tell from the title, it's been a pretty good year. We've done some significant business ventures that really paid off.
2 words, entrepreneurship.
And now luckily, I'm actually in a position where I'm better off now than I was at the beginning of this lockdown. Now, I know for a lot of people it's difficult, and I know that's not the case for a lot of people, but I kind of just want to give you an idea and a little bit of inspiration and motivation to kind of say, hey, yeah, like, you can do this too, because what I've done is not rocket science. It's nothing crazy. I didn't have to sit there and read 400 self-help books or meditate for 2 hours a day just to be able to do this. There is a code, and you kind of got to crack it a little bit, but you know, practice makes perfect. Watch YouTube videos like this one and you learn to do these things. That's exactly how I started. And I just kind of want to show you that today and talk a little bit more about that. So what has happened? So in short, we've made over $1.7 million selling a product online that was found for free online. Just took a little bit of time, took a little bit of research, and we found a product. And when I say we, I mean me. I don't know why I keep saying we. Me sat in my pants in my office, grinding it out, trying to find products to sell online, and luckily we landed on one which was a winner. Now, I've been doing e-commerce for close to 5 years now, with on and off successes. You know, I've had successes here and there. Some stores have done really well, some stores that have absolutely flopped. But luckily, this one really did work. Now, like I said, we've had over 55,000 orders. We're sitting at around $1.7 million in revenue, might I say, because, you know, it's all well me sitting here saying, we made 1.7 million, but that's not profit. That's not all in my pocket. That's not all in my bank. I'm not buying Lamborghinis and villas in Las Vegas right now. But I have been able to buy myself a Mustang GT for you Americans out there. It's not as cool in America as it is here, and it's also not that cool because I spend like £300 a month on petrol, but it's fun, okay? It's fun, and it's my guilty little pleasure, it's my little celebration. Some people buy a watch, I bought myself a relatively cheap sports car. Now, I'm gonna get straight into it and kind of explain what it is, how I found the business, what I did to grow it, how I scaled it up, and sort of what platforms I used along the way. Now, in my previous video, you may have remembered me mentioning Etsy as a platform to do market research and find different products and services to sell online. This is actually how I found this product, and it's how I was able to grow from Etsy. So on Etsy, people are selling lots of different things. They're selling handmade products, they're selling print-on-demand products, there's people drop shipping on there, although I think that's illegal on Etsy. I don't think you can do that. I think they just ban you straight away. But there are people getting away with it, and there is certain loopholes. You know, maybe they're buying the products in, white labeling them, and then shipping them off. In my case, it was print on demand. So I actually found a product on Etsy that was selling really well. I kind of replicated that and put my own spin on it, took that to print on demand suppliers, set up my own Etsy store, and started running the Etsy ads. Now, I'm gonna talk about Etsy ads and how to set up an Etsy store in a little bit more detail in another video, but for today, I'm just kind of give you an overview on what's happened and how it worked. So for a couple of months, it was running really well on Etsy. You know, we was generating sales. I think we ended up making around 60,000 USD within the first month of being on Etsy. But it's a funny company because they say that they really rely on sort of human interaction, and that's why they're all about the handcrafts and sort of handmade gifts. But as soon as you start getting some reviews or bad reviews or people leaving and doing chargebacks or something like that, Etsy just kind of shits itself and just bans you, which is what happened to me. So they ended up banning me. They ended up holding like $50,000 for 180 days. I only just accessed it last week, but that's not an issue because the way we got around it was very simple, and it's something I'd recommend doing anyway. I wouldn't want to be sat on the Etsy platform with a product that's selling really, really well. Although it's great because you can host reviews and obviously they kind of do their own marketing for you as well, but you have a lot more control when it's on your own website. So I actually ended up taking this print on demand product after around 60, 70,000 in sales. I then pulled it onto my own platform, Clickfunnels. Now, some of you may be saying, why didn't you use Shopify? I wanted to make this website so streamlined, just like the Etsy landing page, and run ads from Facebook, from Instagram influencers, from TikTok influencers, directly to that ClickFunnel, where it was a one-page website where it's literally the product, they enter their payment information, their contact information, and they press purchase. There's no add to carts, there's no sort of wishy-washy about us pages that they can get lost on. It's a very streamlined process. The customer buying journey is literally land on website, same page, bought the product, you know, so it works really well. Now, again, I'm gonna go into a little bit more detail on ClickFunnels and how it works, how you can set up a good landing page, all in another video. I need some content to bring to you guys, so let me have that, Let's take it slow, okay? I've only just come back. There we go. So now we've got the ClickFunnels website set up. We are running ads onto that ClickFunnels website. So mainly we was running Facebook ads, and I was also running Instagram influencers. Now I did dabble in TikTok, but didn't see too much success. So I kind of stuck around the Instagram influencers and then the Facebook ads. Now ultimately I migrated to Facebook ads because the data was there. I built up a lot of data on my Pixel and it was kind of just a rinse and repeat on a daily basis. Hired in a team of VAs to fulfill all the orders, so I could kind of just sit back, manage the ad account and just watch the business grow. On average, the business at the moment is doing around 250 to 300,000 per month in revenue, and that is generating just over 25% in profit. Now obviously that's absolutely crazy. I can go and buy as many self-help books as I want now. I can finally buy that pink Lamborghini that I've always wanted, and I can start dripping out in Gucci tracksuits all day long, yeah? No, but obviously we're not gonna do that just yet, okay? We'll chill a little bit. So yeah, the business achieved anywhere from 300 to 500 orders per day, and that's all through Facebook. There's no crazy campaigns going on that's got some crazy strategy. It's very simple. I do interest targeting, retargeting, lookalike audiences, maybe I'll throw in the odd giveaway here and there. Obviously email marketing is a huge player in this, and it's really helps the brand, and it brings in a lot of revenue. But the key takeaways for this business was just how simple it was to do. Now, I don't want to sit here and sound like I'm bragging and being like, yeah, I did it easy, I'm so good at this, blah, blah, blah. No, not at all. I'm trying to say anyone can do this. You can literally go out there. The information that I used was public knowledge. I just browsed the website like it was a shopping website, kind of saw what I thought was cool. I looked at what people were selling. I saw if they had sold many in the past. I saw what their reviews were saying, how often they were getting orders, when they started their shop, that sort of thing. I just used that information to kind of decide what I wanted to sell. And you don't have to stress out if you can't figure out, oh, what designs do I use for print on demand, or I'm no good at Photoshop or anything like that. I use Upwork.com to hire all my virtual assistants, all my designers, so I can just sit there and worry about the business side of things, kind of the functionality of the business, and any of the logistics are handled for me at a low cost as well, which is great. So yeah, all in all, we've had a pretty good lockdown. I know it hasn't been that way for a lot of people, and there's some terrible things happening in the world right now, but as long as you stay positive and keep pushing and developing yourself, don't get down. This is a really good time now to look at e-commerce and kind of develop a brand and start building that. And all you need is one thing to really kick off like this, like just one idea out of probably 500 be it. You only need one of them and you're pretty much sorted. You can then invest the money into other companies. I'm going to be diving into real estate in the next couple of months, my stock portfolio, all of that sort of stuff. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of that in up and coming videos, kind of seeing how I diversify with my investments, where I'm putting this money, and then obviously how the brand develops too. Now obviously I don't want to give away too much. I'm not going to start telling you what the brand is, what the product is exactly. frequency because you guys are all pretty smart and I know someone's gonna copy it, then I won't make as much money, which I'm not about to do. So obviously this video isn't gonna show you the exact methods of doing it. It should give you a good idea on how you can simplify the process of getting from A to B with a business and then taking it to scale. I will be going into individual parts of this in the next couple of weeks, you know, looking at Clickfunnels in more detail, looking at Etsy and researching on Etsy in a lot more detail. And yeah, just bringing you guys more content about online business, e-commerce in particular. I've got a couple of cool projects on the go. So yeah, stay tuned. But yeah, if you would have told me, you know, 3-4 years ago that it would have taken 4 or 5 years to get to this point where I am now, where I'm actually making money on e-commerce, I probably would have kept going, but man, it sounds like a long time. Now, obviously, this wasn't some sort of overnight success, and I'm not promising and guaranteeing that you're just gonna make shed loads of money as long as you get into e-commerce. It does take a long time. It's a process. I'd say it's like more of a personal journey you've got to go on. You've got to really figure out how much you want to give it because man, there's going to be times where you're making no money, you're probably losing money on e-commerce. Like I said, it's all about finding that one thing that works. And some people find it on their first go, some people find it on their 500th go. Now, I was probably somewhere in between there. I've been trying to find new ideas on an everyday basis. Some of them absolutely flopped, some of them did all right. But this one happened to be okay. So on that note, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to ask you guys to stay tuned for my next upcoming videos. And yeah, hopefully this upload frequency from me is going to improve significantly. Now, I couldn't record for the past 2 weeks because I was coughing my guts up. So if you guys are really eager to look at Clickfunnels and how I use that platform, I'll leave a link in the description of this video and you can start having a read up on that because I'm going to be talking about it a lot in the next up and coming videos. On that note, guys, I'll catch you later and thank you for tuning into the video. See you soon.